Well, greetings, YouTube model people. How's it going? Okay, we are coming to you now with a finally, not just a final video, but a finally video. Yes, we have completed our 2021 GT race build as part of Keith's, and that's Keith's over at Models and RC's channel. His group build that he hosted last year. And again, Keith, I am so sorry it's taken us this long to get to the finish. This is a pretty involved kit. There's lots of pieces to it. I had issues, mostly self-inflicted. I will not point the dirty end of the stick at the kit itself, but we will talk about a couple areas that were a little bit of a raw deal handed to me that I had to kind of troubleshoot. So anyway, tonight is Thursday night, or my favorite saying, Friday Eve, the 17th of February. So here's what we'll just show you what we got here for a final, okay? So here it is, finally done. Yeah, it was definitely a fun build because it's something a bit different. I don't do too many of these style cars, and so it's just fun for the variety to do something like this. But as I say, there are a lot of pieces to this kit, and it's one of these situations where if you start putting things in wrong, it just cascades and adds to your issues later on, I think, is how that basically goes. Um, most obvious things that are kind of wrong here is you see this gap between the engine cover here and the front part of the car. That gap is way too big. Okay, it's supposed to be much tighter. And that's because for some reason when I put this part of the car, it comes on basically this part of the car goes on and then this part of the car goes on, but there's the cockpit inside and some very key mounting areas that if you don't have that perfect, things will be misaligned like this. So as you can tell, even here with the tire, it's rubbing right against the edge there. You know, and then even on this little corner, you can see it's sticking a little bit forward. And I'm not sure how that is because really there was no issues in the front here to speak of. So this should have been pulled back. If this was pulled back just a little bit, just that much, that would have probably gotten our gap kind of to disappear a little bit better. But anyway, the piece that really wasn't my fault in this was the chassis, which is basically very flat, almost dead flat on the bottom, and then had some detail, which you basically glue a lot of the cockpit and stuff like that, the engine too, and all that goes on there. And we'll take a look here in a minute. That piece was badly warped. It has a piece in the back that sticks out, and I'm going to tell you that it was warped quite a bit. And I tried using hot water. I tried using boiling water. I tried using a hair dryer. I tried even holding it over a candle very carefully, you know, to get it really hot and try to twist it. It just did not work for me. So we definitely contended that from the very beginning. It kind of got us off on the wrong direction. So anyway, so we're going to take the top off here. You've seen the engine already, but we'll just see it here how it sits in the car itself. So there it is, the engine detail. Again, just a quick glance because it's not the best, you know. But again, you know, we got it done. I'm not one to take a kit in frustration and throw it in a box and just throw it in the corner or even throw it away or whatever and never sees the light of day again. I'm always believe in trying to get things as best I can finished. Even if, you know, it's something like this that's a little bit, you know, frustrating that I'm not doing a good job with it. I seem to have this problem with any kind of style of these types of cars because I did a Le Mans car, which is a Tamiya kit, which we all know how those kits go together pretty much beautifully, right? And as I said, I can't really blame too much other than warping. But here's that kit up here. I think it's sitting a little bit further than it normally does, but as you can see, there is a gap between those same sections, right? But I think it's a little bit more exaggerated because I haven't touched this in a long time. It's been sitting here. So again, I might have to take on another one of these style cars and see what I could do about, you know, kind of doing a little better job of it. But anyway, that being said, Keith, I really hope you hold this group build again in 2022 because I really want to kind of redeem myself with getting a better build done and also to get it to finish within the prescribed timeline as best I can, much better than this, of course. And also, I already picked the kit out, believe it or not. So, hopefully, again, you host again, and I look forward to it. So that's it for now, folks. Thank you. Cheers.